Before our Alaska cruise, I spent way too much time looking at packing lists online. Most of them made Alaska seem complicated. But after actually spending a week in Alaska, whale watching, exploring ports, and cruising through some of the most beautiful scenery I've ever seen, I've learned there were a few things I used every single day, a few things I never used at all, and one thing I really wish I had packed. So here's what I actually brought on our Alaska cruise.
So we're getting off our Alaskan cruise in the morning. So I'm here packing up, and honestly, I think I packed really well this time. After coming last year, I think I packed a little smarter this time, and I basically used everything that I brought. We only packed a carry-on and a personal item for this trip, so we really had to think intentionally, pack intentionally, and not just take everything that we wanted to. So it really made us focus on what we really needed. Honestly, I think one of the reasons why is because I packed for the trip we were actually taking. I knew what excursions we booked. I knew we were doing, hiking on glaciers and needed all that other stuff. I packed for what I knew we were actually going to do and what we needed. Because of the excursions that we took, layers were going to be the key to this trip for us. Thermal gear, I brought, I think they're like 32 degrees heat, leggings and shirt, and I wore those underneath my sweatshirt and pants for every excursion, and that worked out fantastically. My favorite item, did I say favorite, was my heated jacket. I wore this on every excursion. It's battery operated. It's a rechargeable battery, and it has like a high, medium, and low in different zones. My husband has a different one too. He didn't need the heat, but I lived in the heat. I love that jacket. So that saved me. That was my favorite thing to bring. And it actually compact really well for packing, and I'll show you how I packed it because I did not wear it on the trip. I actually packed it in my carry-on because I only pack in a carry-on and a personal item, and that fit in there. So I'll show you how I do that too. My next favorite thing was my electric hand warmers. And it sounds silly, but these were fantastic. And my sister actually bought them for me, and I was like, okay, it wasn't on my radar of something that I would love, but I love these. And you turn them on, and they are USB, they charge that way. And I actually walked around the ship with them holding in my hand because I'm always cold on this ship too. So, and we were in port, and I put it inside my glove. Little things like that just make me so happy. I know it's silly, but it's true. The other thing that I wish I actually brought more of were sweatshirts. I live in these barely packed sweatshirts. I take them on every trip. I don't care if it's in the Caribbean or if it's Alaska. These sweatshirts go with me, and I found out that I need to make more of different styles because I love these. I wish I would have packed an extra sweatshirt. I only had 3 sweatshirts this trip, and I wish I would have had some extras. I brought more t-shirts than I needed, but the sweatshirts, I wish I had one more of. One thing that surprised me that I packed, and I wasn't sure if I was going to bring it, was my bathing suit. I'm on the Anthem of the Seas, and they have that really nice solarium and indoor area, so I said, well, maybe I'll bring it, but then I didn't want to commit to a full taking up space for flip-flops and a swimsuit cover-up. So I did not bring the flip-flops or the cover-up, which I'm so glad I didn't waste the space on those. But I did actually use my bathing suit I very rarely, and I've never used a hot tub, but I did. We did so much walking on this trip that my back and my knees were killing me. So I did go up into the hot tub in the solarium. A couple other things that I brought that I didn't use, but I'm still glad that I brought them, was a rain poncho. We got so lucky with the weather this trip that it sprinkled a little bit, but nothing that we had to put rain gear on. We carried it with us the whole time, but we just didn't need it. But I'm really glad that I had that. The other thing are my seasickness bands. I always bring these, no matter what cruise, they're always with me, just in case. I'd rather have them and not need them than like, oh, be miserable and wish I had them. So I'm glad I brought those also. There were things that I intentionally didn't pack. I knew we were going to have late port nights and we weren't going to be in the dining room often. We ate in the dining room one time and that was it. Other than that, we ate either in port or we just grabbed something quick once we got on the ship and went to Windjammer. So I did not bring formal clothes. I knew we'd be exhausted from the ports, that we were not going to be up late, so I didn't bring any kind of themed clothes. So I'm glad I didn't waste any of my packing space in my packing space for those items. I do a lot of solo cruising, but my husband was actually with me on this trip. So I did pack a couple things differently than I normally don't. We brought our foldable backpack that we could fold up and just put into our carry-on and personal item on the way home. He carries those, so we'll put a bunch of stuff in there. I don't like to be weighted down when I go into port, so I usually just use like a belt, fanny pack, body belt type of thing. But when he comes, I like to bring a bunch of stuff because I know he'll carry it. So I do pack kind of differently sometimes when he's here, and that's one of the main things the big difference is the type of bag that we'll take into port. My biggest regret that I had this trip of not packing was not having a zoom lens on my camera for when we went whale watching. That was I really kicked myself because I was looking at them and I almost bought one to bring, and I'm like, oh, it was a last minute decision and I didn't do that. So I will be buying one of those as soon as I get home to bring back for my August trip. So I really do regret that, especially if you do any kind of wildlife and that kind of stuff. You're going to want that extra zoom because you don't get real close to the animals, thank goodness. So the zoom lens does help. For me, layers and comfort and packing intentionally was what I focused on, and I'm really glad I did because it really worked well for us. And I'm gonna pack basically the same exact way in August when we come back. I always use packing cubes for every trip that I go on. I find it makes it so much easier to fit a bunch of stuff in and to keep organized. On sea days, I loved this long sleeve t-shirt. I wore it all the time when we had the sea days. Both sea days, I wore that every day. It was fantastic. So I brought one pair of shorts and 2 shoes. I brought a pair of tennis shoes that I wore out on excursions, and then a pair of sneakers I wore on the ship. That way, if one of my shoes got destroyed with the weather, I had a dry pair. So shorts, I just wore the one day when I went up to the pool deck. When I went to the hot tub, is the only time I wore them for like 10 minutes out of the whole time. So probably wouldn't bring those again, but I don't know. It did take up a lot of room, so I'm not to give you a whole packing list, but I brought 3 pairs of jeans and 2 pairs of leggings and a pair of shorts. I brought 3 sweatshirts, a long sleeve tee, and 3 t-shirts, 4 t-shirts actually, and some pajamas. So that I did bring hats and gloves and my toiletries, and that's it. That's all that fit all into my carry-on and personal item. My other must-have item that I take on every trip with me is my MagSafe backup battery. And after this trip, I even might buy 2. I'm always running out of battery space on my phone. So I definitely never leave home without this. So my jacket comes with this it came inside this little case. So I'm gonna fold up my coat and then put it in my carry-on. I'll show you when it's done. So I have my coat all folded up in here, and I use the Bays Mini Weekender as my personal item, and my coat fits right here at the bottom perfectly. I also put my poncho in here. So between my coat and my poncho, it fills up the whole bottom portion of this bag. So now I just have to zip it, and that portion is done. And now I got my coat and my poncho all on the bottom. One nice thing about these packing cubes are they are compression. So you can zip them and then they do get smaller. So like this, so it makes it real compact. These are filled so full that you really can't compact them. So I will not be zippering those any further. But the compression packing cubes are fantastic. In my mini weekender, I have enough room for my iPad and my laptop. So I bring those with me every trip too. So I use the Bays carry-on luggage. I do have my packing cubes in here, and then I use the straps to compress that down. And now I just have to fill up the other side of my luggage with all my other random stuff. So I have my personal item already. I have my bag with all of my cords and chargers. Just my makeup bag fits in here. Some other little random stuff. And then this side of my messy suitcase just has random stuff. My flat iron, my gloves, my hats, brushes, my extra shoes and stuff like that. And this is my Alaska luggage, my carry-on and personal item. If you'd like to see how our trip actually turned out, start with our pre-cruise adventure at Mount Rainier, and then come along with us to Alaska. Remember to live the life of your dreams, and bye for now.